What's a very common thing that you just can't relate to? Speakerphone in public. I barely even want to take a normal call anywhere in public with a whispered tone. People taking out loans for their wedding expenses. One of the number one reasons people get a divorce is money. No better way to start off your marriage than in debt, I guess. Running a brush through my hair. I have very curly hair, so only finger brush it when it's wet, which isn't often. Seeing people grab a brush and run it through their hair when they've been in the wind or just to freshen up. I wish. Not voicing your discomfort in certain situations. Too often I see that things could be solved if someone just spoke up, but it baffles me when they don't. Hating your wife. At least it's common where I live. My wife is amazing and we make each other better. Being quiet late at night when your parents are asleep. My parents are deaf. Being able to do a normal amount of housework/errands and still have plenty of energy left for hobbies. I have ADHD. Gender reveal party. People who can identify cars by make and model just by sight. Outside of Jeeps and Volkswagens. I simply have no clue what different manufacturers look like. If you ask me to describe a car, I'd probably only be able to give you its color. Over-consuming alcohol. I'll have 2. Sometimes 3 drinks. I'm done. I don't want to puke. I don't want to feel queasy and have a headache tomorrow. And I damn sure don't want to lose my license and go to jail. Hanging out in loud crowded places. Give me a place where you can actually have a conversation and elbow room. Being afraid of the nothingness after death. I'm not afraid. The thought of feeling nothing and having no thoughts is fine. Having fun with huge groups of friends. I just can't understand how it's enjoyable. No matter how much I try. And it's frustrating. The word daddy used sexually. Patriotism. You didn't choose where you were born. You likely didn't have an impact in any of the things that make your country great. Some of you haven't even been to another country. It's just tribalism to me and I just don't get it. Big expensive weddings. No elbows on the table. Excuse the shit out of me for trying to be comfortable. Having a task to do and just doing it. I have depression and many simple tasks feel like walking with glass in my shoe. I know I can do them. And should. But I often just can't. Autographs. Why would anyone want someone's autograph? It's literally someone writing their name on something. Why is that interesting, standing in line? Waiting for some likely stranger to anoint you with their John Hancock so that you may keep it forever as a momentum of. What? Why is that special? Why do you want this and what will you do with it? Obligatory, thanks for the silver kind stranger. First ever for this girl. Looks like 2020 is ending on a high note. The level of excitement people get about watching sports. I appreciate that for some people it's a phenomenal event to see. Worthy of unbridled shows of joy and anger, depending on the outcome. But it just doesn't have any importance or appeal for me. Angry sex and makeup sex. Ew. What? No, if I'm mad at you I don't want you to fucking touch me. I don't have angry sex. I have angry abstinence. Having multiple social media platform accounts. Like how can someone go on Facebook then Instagram then check their Twitter? I only have Reddit and I sometimes feel it's too much. Thinking that being a dick is funny. Football. I don't get it. It's so slow and I can't relate to it at all. College football is even weirder to me. 45-year-olds cheering on a sophomore in college. It's just weird. I feel like I'm missing something. People's love of Disneyland and Disney paraphernalia. I don't like roller coasters. And I'm not that into Disney. I do like a lot of the newer films very much. But Disney as an identity is bizarre to me. This is especially tough as an elementary school teacher. Because most of my co-workers are obsessed. Reality TV. It's all clearly faked. Staged. Written out. If not, it's been edited to hell. So it's not reality at all. Oh, I just watch it for the real life situations. Yeah, 'cause every failing restaurant gets some famous guy to come in. Be a jerk. And save them free of charge? Every little rich soccer mom spat needs to be aired, viewed, and discussed. Get over it. You're all so full of silicon and other plastics it's horrific to look at you. And your voice is the sound they use in hell to drive souls insane. Haha, it's an obstacle / cooking / quiz thing and they done goofed. Such an idiot. Right? Well, if you're so good at _______ then you go do it and win your 10K or whatever. I know. People use it as an escape from their own reality. Or to see that other people are dumb and to feel not quite as dumb by comparison. I get that. I just wish the fake overproduced crap wasn't so prolific. Clubbing. I just don't understand the appeal of going to a crowded room to buy overpriced drinks and listen to deafening music that is not even good. Most people who go to clubs go in groups. If you're someone who has a group of friends, why would you want to go somewhere where you can't talk to them? Falling asleep during daytime. That trope where the husband is a useless piece of lazy shit who couldn't possibly feed himself or care for the kids and house without your divine feminine guidance. It used to make me feel bad, like, am I supposed to be running this shit by myself while my man just lies on the couch after work? But then I realized no, it's the trope that's shitty. It's everywhere though, and women think it's somehow cute or empowering to perpetuate it. Having dreams and aspirations. I never thought I'd get to be an adult, so I never had dreams. I've never experienced real financial hardship. My parents were well off but not insanely rich and instilled responsible financial practices in me. I've always had a decent job, had 3 at one point in HS, and been a saver my whole life. I get anxious if I don't meet my savings goal one month, but that's very different than not knowing if you're gonna be able to pay the bills or eat. I don't wish that on anyone. Having an overly large porn folder. I very rarely download porn. Most of the time I just look it up. I went to a Big Ten college. I swear everyone was having the time of their life but me. I couldn't wait to graduate. All of my friends love to get dressed up, buy overpriced drinks, and take pictures. That's their idea of fun. I just don't get it. People who feel the need to post nasty, negative comments on others' posts on social media. Don't like it? Scroll past. Unfollow. Unsubscribe. The world has enough negativity without it. My girlfriends love to talk about their nails, when they got a pedicure, what color designs, etc. I have a bad habit of biting my nails, so they're usually short and unpainted. Never join them on the topic. But on the bright side, my nail biting habits are gone. Just like my friends. Small talk. Taking and sharing pictures of everything. Except for when I'm traveling. I take maybe 20 pics a year. Watching streamers. I don't really enjoy watching other people play games for long stretches of time. I also don't really like watching sports either. I guess I just don't feel the same excitement some people do for this stuff. Having a car payment. I've never actually had one. I always just buy a cheap car outright. Constantly saving a little bit for the next car is similar to a car payment. But if I miss a month, it doesn't really impact me or cause me stress. The need for a regular schedule. Admittedly, I have a plethora of mental illness. But I just can't understand how one could like the 9 to 5. Watching TV and go to bed unless you work with something creative or have no other option for make a healthy living. I don't say poor people should follow their heart or that they are part of the system. I'm saying that I personally couldn't do it. Caring about what other people think. Strangers, not family / friends / role models you look up to. Do they pay your bills? Do they actually care about you? Do they know you exist? Do they contribute to your life in any way? Do they care about your happiness? No. So fuck 'em. I know this isn't specific to me. But I never understood why people can't just be nice to everyone. Basically everybody I know has some negative feelings about some of my friends. Which makes it hard to be comfortable when those people are in the same room. I don't dislike anybody unless they actually did something deserving. I don't dislike someone just because their voice is a little annoying or they poke you a little too much. they're still a person and don't deserve to be teased or hated. Sneaking booze out of your parents' liquor cabinet. I hear stories about teens doing that. And there was plenty of access in my house. But I never touched it. Breaking a bone. /r/never broke a bone. The requirement of drama. I've met so many people who are always in the midst of some drama. And then, when lacking in it, create it for themselves. They thrive off it. I mean, at a push I can understand it to an extent. It gives their lives meaning possibly. But then they try and drag people like myself into their drama. I think. The FK not. Coffee culture. So many people devote a large amount of their time and energy to finding and consuming the perfect coffee. But I can't stand the stuff. It literally makes me gag. It also means I have to get my caffeine fix from diet colas, which probably isn't as healthy for me or my teeth. Preoccupation with lives of celebrities. Why? Why do people read about it or want to know what someone did today? Reality TV shows. What the hell is the appeal of a Chrisley or Jersey Shore? Loving and wanting to spend time with your family. Had a terrible awful childhood. As an adult, just lots of toxic interactions whenever anyone from my family got involved in my life, so all cut off. When I see people posting about their family and how much they love them, I just don't understand it. I don't understand my fiancé missing his mom, etc. I know I'm the anomaly. But just can't relate in any way. Keeping up with the Joneses. I don't give a shit how nice or shiny your things are or mine aren't. Internet couple that play awful pranks on each other. Like. Yup. How nice it is to be cruel to one another, many love. Edit, thanks for the award, S, my dude, S. Fighting/yelling/hostility in relationships with my significant other. It could very well stem from my childhood. I guess. It's not to say we don't have disagreements or the relationship is flawless, but obstacles always have been resolved without much issue. Fortunately, this held true with all of my romantic relationships. I've always lived by the saying, conflict is inevitable. Fighting is optional. Thanks for watching.